This meeting is being recorded.
So, hello guys, and welcome back to the River Sweep podcast. It's been long since we last did our previous episode, which was episode number 74. So, that was after the IPL final. So, after that, we took a break. Like, people were shifting. Uday shifted to Bangalore. I shifted back to Bangalore. And meanwhile, we got invited from the great cricketer as well when they were in Bangalore. So, we got a special invite with our podcast to
Oh,
attend
yes,
their
I think,
event.
I think
And
all our
me,
followers must have seen the picture that we shared,
Yep.
right?
And me and Uday were there. It was an amazing show. Like we do follow them a lot and like
Took a break
appreciate the work they do.
following
And yeah, and
following
just
our
to
idol Virat Kohli. Even he took a break from
They
cricket.
also
So
follow us. I think they also gave us a shout out and started following us on Instagram.
yep.
If you guys don't believe me, you can go on Instagram and check.
But that and all is fine. But as Sijay said that we follow our idol Virat Kohli, and as he took a long break after IPL, we also thought of taking a break for some time. But no worries, we are back, and you will be seeing a lot of content from the Reverse View podcast. We will be trying something new as well, which is a surprise to come in the coming months or days. So just wait. If you have not subscribed to our
इतना बड़ा
channels on
surprise, हमें भी नहीं पता कि
Instagram,
क्या करने वाले हैं हम.
YouTube, please
But
go.
definitely a surprise. Even we don't know what we're going to do. But जो
first
भी
was
करेंगे,
करना है.
But it's going to be something crazy. But all said done, what an exciting time ahead. So we have had a lot of cricket after IPL. We have seen a lot of senior players being rested. We won everywhere we went. I think we won the series in England. We won the series in West Indies. We won the series in Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe.
And the main
I
thing is we tested our bench strength, and I think that is something that has been brilliant. And but now it's time for the big tournament. Of course, the Asia Cup is back again in Dubai and is starting next week. And the second match of the tournament is none other than India versus Pakistan, where India will probably look to take the revenge of that World Cup loss. But obviously, you can't, you know, outdo that loss. Unfortunately, I have no words till now. But but
I
still,
thought you were about to cry. I
but
was worried.
still, it's what has happened now. But great few months for Indian cricket. Really exciting times. I've heard Rohit say it, about how the approach will be there. Even I remember in one of the match against West Indies, like when we were losing the wickets, but the intent was to go there and hit runs. Like no one looked to play it out like what we have seen previously from the Indian T20 team. So Rohit made it clear that our approach is going to remain same. So what do you think? Like, is it coming too late, or should it had happened way earlier? So what do you think?
Um, no, I think it's coming at the right time. I think the World Cup was a good like start. Was a good like wake up call. I think for us, right? Because we thought we were the big dominating forces in wide ball cricket, and suddenly in the World Cup we don't qualify past the group stages, and that's a wake up call. And then I think we took a template from England. You know how England's team में सारे ही मारते हैं मतलब. और इंडिया में भी ऐसा freedom होना चाहिए. I think in the past few series, what you've seen is no one's playing for the places. पहले क्या होता था कि सब लोग को अपनी प्लेस को पक्का करना था तो थोड़ा सेल्फिश हो जाता बीच में थोड़ा
At
रन रेट
pad.
थोड़ा स्टार्ट पैड करते थे बट अभी आई थिंक even people like the bench and even like people like Ishan Kishan, I think even Shirasi in T20s, he goes for it. Like he goes for it. I think Surya Kumar Yadav has been a big breath of like big sigh of relief.
You
I think
mentioned Surya
from the
Kumar,
last year.
and how brilliant was that 100 against England?
He's
Like,
England man, too good. Such a good innings. We should have won that game, man. But like crazy. I think just that whole confidence around the system right now. Only one bad thing in batting I see is KL Rahul hasn't played in the last few months. So he's the only one who's missing. But apart from that, I think everyone's just going from ball one. Even Kohli versus England, I remember in his last T20, I think he hit like 16 of 9 balls. So like he hit like some chota hi score tha, but come ball mein tha. But uska intent was clear. And I think that's a good thing going forward.
yeah, that's a valid point. But before we move further, just for our viewers, let me just refresh because the squad for the Asia Cup has been announced, and one big news, maybe two big news, is Harshal Patel and Jasprit Bumrah are out of Asia Cup due to injuries, and there are concerns that Bumrah might not be fit for the T20 World Cup as well. But let's see how it goes. but for now, lot of interesting things have happened. I think Rohit Sharma, KL Rahul, captain, vice captain. Then we have Virat Kohli, Surya Kumar Yadav, Deepak Hooda, Rishabh Pant, Dinesh Karthik, Hardik Pandya, Ravindra Jadeja, Ravindra Chandra Ashwin. I don't know why, but yeah. And then Chahal, Bishnoi, and then our Pacers. So we are going only with three Pacers in the tournament: Bhuvi, Arshdeep, and Avesh. And obviously we do have Hardik Pandya. So if we look at the squad, like a lot of interesting players, someone like Dinesh Karthik, who has had a great IPL and had a few great innings as well. So let me ask you that do you how do you fit Dinesh Karthik in the squad? Because with Virat and KL returning, there's I think only one place that is remaining, and I don't see Dinesh Karthik fitting in it. But if you want to fit Dinesh Karthik, do you think he will fit in that playing 11, or is it something that we might not see him playing in the starting lineup?
So, if you've seen Dinesh Karthik play for RCB, in RCB he was given a very specific role, and that was of a finisher. The kind of messaging that he got from team management over there was very clear. And once he graduated to Indian cricket team, he had the same role of playing those 15-20 ball innings. And as we saw, he had like 2 or 3 great innings, but other innings were not so great. And that's going to happen if you come in that specialized role. So, having said that, there is only one position between Rishabh Pant and Dinesh Karthik. Only one can play, right? If Hardik Pandya can play that finisher role coming in 6, which we haven't really seen him play off late, because for Gujarat he batted at 3 or 4, and for India as well he's batting at 4 or 5. So it's been a long time since he actually did that specialized finisher role. And in T20 it's a very important role for someone to come up and finish the inning with a flourish. So I see Dinesh Karthik kind of retaining that number 6, and then Rishabh Pant not making it to squad. But I think a lot would depend on
But
how both batters do in
so
Asia.
but
So
the thing is, with Rishabh Pant, he has that advantage that we don't have any left-handers in top 5 or 6. So I don't think so. We are going with
And
6 right-handers. Like it's
after his West Indies series, he was very consistent in the West Indies series. Even batting at 4, he took responsibility, finished the game not out. 40-30 तो बना ही लेते 2 game में out of 3. So I think
yeah.
उसकी spot retain होगा. I think, but
So
he's right. Dinesh Karthik as a finisher has. I think Hardik Pandya hasn't been tested in the last few series, right? Because he's been playing a top order role. And then we also need a guy like Dinesh Karthik because he's in good form. But I just think that we
but
have
how
so
do
many
you how
batsmen
do
that
you how do you
you
fit
don't
all of them?
you don't for Dinesh Karthik, I think, unless like you bank on Pant and Hardik to finish, which you should. I think it's fine. Like
But
they can be
but
finishers.
what are your thoughts? Like I've seen a lot of places where we have opened with Surya Kumar Yadav, but now with KL Rahul back, do you think India will take the chances in the Asia Cup, or will they stick to the same opening lineup of Virat, sorry, Rohit and Rahul? So do you think that they have been trying Sky to open the innings, which has been quite good, because I think Sky is someone who can hit from ball one. So do you think that they might drop KL Rahul because he has not played, did fairly bad in the Zimbabwe ODI series as well, didn't look comfortable at all, no match
I
practice, and going into a big match against Pakistan. Because so, what do you think? Like, do you think that there are chances that KL Rahul might be dropped and we see Surya
not at
Kumar
all.
and Rohit opening?
Not at all. 0%. I don't see it happening in Asia Cup at all. If KL Rahul does not perform well in Asia Cup, if he fails in all the matches, then there could be a slight chance that
Agree.
we might open with maybe Rishabh Pant or Surya Kumar Yadav in World Cup. But as of now, even if he plays 1 or 2 good innings, even if he gets like 30-40 runs, then KL Rahul and Rohit Sharma are going to be your openers in Australia.
Yeah, I think Asia Cup is a good. I think it's a good platform to give KL out that practice to go to the World Cup, right? Because Asia Cup, except Pakistan, let's be realistic, no game is really going to be testing for India. So that's like a good match practice for KL out to open there. And I agree that 4 is too low for Surya Kumar Yadav. Like ideally, I would want Sky at 3 and then Pant at 4 or 5. But then Kohli has to play at 3, right? You can't bring Kohli below 3, so Sky has to play 4. But then it'll be interesting to see Kohli's role.
But again, with Kohli, the balance of the side, like unless Kohli is Kohli of 2016, the balance of the side is very very shaky, because if you remove Kohli, So you can have someone like a Sky at 3, and then Pant at 4, and then Hooda at 5, or maybe someone else,
Hardik
maybe
Pandya.
Hardik at 5,
Or you
and
will have
then
Hardik Pandya and Dinesh Karthik at 6.
I think all issues kind of get solved if you don't play Kohli. So I really, I really hope yeah, it's horrible, horrible. And
but
there are enough reasons
but
for
obviously we
drop
don't
him.
want any another loss against Pakistan. So if we look at the things right now, so what we are thinking is Rohit, KL, Virat top 3, then probably Pant, Sky as your 4 or 5, whatever the situation is.
Yeah.
So those top 5 I think is kind of fixed. Then
I think
then
it's, I think
Position
it's,
is not fixed in batting lineup is who is your wicket keeper? Is it Dinesh Karthik or Rishabh Pant?
but
That's
but
the
I
only one.
don't think so. But again, same point is like I don't think so. We are dropping a left-hander because we don't
See,
have any left-hander in the squad.
Dinesh Karthik has been the only player who played all T20Is after IPL. He has not like
but
been.
Rishabh Pant has played the most since like 2021 or 2000. There was stats,
Yeah,
right?
so
He
But
played the
so
most
that's
in
a
India.
that's a good debate to
it's
see.
just
But
that,
I
like,
think
our new team management, I think, has kind of trusted DK more than Rishabh Pant. Maybe like similar level of trust, but DK has played more T20 internationals than anyone else after IPL.
but
So if someone is going to play those many number of matches continuously, then there is definitely a reason why Indian team is playing him.
and then I think Hardik and Jadeja are like straight into the team. Like there's no competition. So
I
those
I honestly feel that Akshar and Ravindra
Akshar is
Jadeja,
not in squad.
he's in standbys. I think he's in
Yeah.
standbys, right?
I think he is in stand. So the
Their
standby
Chahar,
players are Akshar, Shreyas, and Deepak Char.
yeah.
The
But
way Akshar
but
has
how do
played,
you? Why do you
he was-
drop Hardik Pandya? Like
no, we are not dropping Hardik Pandya. Hardik Pandya is indispensable. We are not dropping him. The person who I'm talking about is Ravindra Jadeja because I think he didn't have a great IPL. He had a horrible IPL. Post that he didn't do. I think he didn't play against South Africa. South Africa he didn't play. He played just 1 or 2 games against England, and then in West Indies also I think he was either rested or dropped. So he hasn't had that
Injured.
match since IPL. Jadeja, yeah,
but
and
Jadeja is someone who has been clutch
No,
player,
and yeah,
and
you can't.
he's like someone who is very hard to drop from the
Plus, like
T20
Jadeja,
format.
but
you can
what has he done for Indian T20s in last 2 years? What has he
He
done?
he
Do you
he
remember
did well before
any-
World Cup
Sorry, which match? Can
in
you like
Australia.
remember 1 or 2
Yeah,
matches where
all
he
the,
won
all
the
the
match?
all the matches against
Australia, he
Australia.
did well. He did well.
Then he did well against
I
England
think
at
Hardik
home.
Pandya was there
Then
who
he did
played.
well against South Africa at home. The
He
last
didn't
time,
play South Africa at all.
no, the last time when South Africa came, I'm telling like last. But I think Jadeja is like someone who's not. I don't think so. There's a
I'm the
competition.
biggest Jadeja fan. Okay, I think among all of three of us, I'm the biggest Jadeja fan. But I don't think he has done enough to be, that person who can't be dropped.
See
But
that
then
that
so
is
hasn't
what.
Akshar.
Yeah,
Like Akshar has been performed under like against him, like with all due respect, he's performed against West Indies and Zimbabwe. I mean, like he hasn't got a chance against big teams, so you never know what might happen. Jadeja, you have to take experience with the World Cup, dude. Like last time, Chahal ke
no,
saath
we
jo
are
hua
not
tha.
talking about World Cup right now. So it's
But
not about the World.
yeah, but like I think Asia Cup is a preparation. It's like a beta version of the World Cup.
But definitely, Akshar Patel is not there, so Jadeja will definitely play. But what I'm saying is he doesn't have enough match practice.
वो तो फिर KL Rahul भी नहीं है. मतलब that is a separate debate. But looking
But
at
वो तो unlucky हुआ ना because Jadeja exists, Akshar is not going to play. It's like when Dhoni was keeping like Parthiv Patel didn't get enough games. It's like something like that, right? Like hypothetically.
मतलब वो तो है पर but looking at the top 7, then just 5 is picked. Then Hardik Jadeja is your 7, and then Chahal is your 8, and then the 3 pacers. So 3 pacers will be
No.
Bhuvi, Avesh, and Arshdeep.
Why will you play four pacers?
So why will you play 3
It's about
spinners?
spinner, yeah. Correct.
So
I think in Dubai you can play in Dubai. There's no point playing four pacers. Like you play extra spinner just because the pitches are a bit dry in Abu Dhabi. I don't know if there's match happening in Abu Dhabi,
yeah,
but the
but
stadium is quite big.
right not we don't know how the pitches are going to play. Will it be on a slower side? So that
And I
might
don't
be a
trust
case.
Avesh, man. I rather play Ashwin over Avesh any day, or Bishnoi for that matter. I think Bishnoi is matured in a very like good curve. But Avesh has been so bad. Like
But
off late,
actually,
like
we can play 2 pacers because Hardik is bowling full quota right now. So we have 3 plus Jadeja plus 2 spinners. So we have 6 bowling options. But unfortunately, like one person that will miss out on the playing 11 who has done very well recently is Deepak Hooda. Like he has been fairly consistent on how is he approaching the game, how is he playing. But that is the thing that team management has to take a big call. Like I think Asia Cup will be a test for few of the big names on how they do, and hopefully we don't just go by the big names, because that's the mistake we have been doing in the past of going with big names and not taking the players who are in form. Because because nowadays I don't think so. Experience is something which we are lacking, because these players have played 6 7 years of IPL at the highest level. So it doesn't really matter if they're playing a IPL game or a World Cup game. Obviously there's a little bit of pressure of playing for India, but that argument nowadays is like little bit not up to that mark, that people argue that we need experience in World Cup, we need experience in World Cup. I think it's time to take a bold call if things don't go your way in the Asia Cup, because after that we have two more series, if I'm not wrong, before the World Cup. But do you think that selectors should take a bold call depending on the performances in Asia Cup on few of the big names like Virat Kohli, KL Rahul, maybe you are calling Jadeja. So do you think that these three players or four players need to play to their full potential to earn their spot to the World Cup and not going just by the name? Because we do have a lot
Yeah.
of good bench strength who is waiting. There's like of Deepak Hooda, Sanju Samson, and there are a lot of players who have done well, who have got chance. So what do you think about that?
Yeah, for sure. I think except Asia Cup, I think we have two very important series against South Africa and Australia. I think both are in very good form. Like before the World Cup, we have series against these two teams, right? Three T20s each, I think. So I think
Correct.
Asia Cup will be deciding where कि कौन pair वो series में start करेंगे, क्योंकि that series is going to be crucial because all the teams will come stronger. I think India will be in equal level field with South Africa and Australia, right? But I think there should be pressure on Kohli because the form Deepak Hooda is in, he deserves to go to the World Cup. Dude, he deserves to win the play. Like he would play for like most of the teams in the World Cup, right? But he just can't play for India because Kohli, which is fair. But but उसको run बनाने पड़ेंगे because I think even if Hooda plays today versus Pakistan, I'm confident both these he'll make 30-40 quick runs, which is what India need, which is what you need in T20 game, right? But yeah, again, as you said, the experience player needs to step up, including Rohit Sharma because his performance have not
No,
been
Rohit was
great of late.
decent whenever he played
Rohit,
T20
Rohit,
game.
has done, Rohit has done decent this year, though he
No, man,
hasn't.
against West Indies, he had 170 once some inning, and other than that, he was
The
blocked.
thing
Like
is, like
his batting isn't consistent, it's very roller coaster.
No,
but
I'm telling in the
last
T20.
he's been giving, okay, the kind of strike rate with which he's playing, it's been really good. I think his strike rate has
See, the thing is, Rohit is the captain,
been
cannot be dropped.
No,
So
he'll play. He'll play, but I also want him to.
yeah,
I
obvious,
want
of
Rohit
course,
Sharma of
of
his
course.
prime. I think he's
But
fallen a bit in T20s, and he can give us like those big starts.
correct. But the only person who is I'm really excited to see is Arshdeep Singh, because the level of potential he has shown recently has been tremendous. We all know his talent, and because because we needed a left arm pacer who can do that and who can bowl with so calm and composure in those death overs, and hopefully Bumrah is fit for the World Cup. So do you think Ashdeep and all, if they have a good Asia Cup, they'll make their case more stronger for the World Cup? And do you think? But personally, I think Ashdeep should go to the World Cup, irrespective of how he plays in the Asia Cup, because I think he has shown great composure, great calmness, and everything. And I think we need to take that risk now. We have nothing to lose. Um, because the thing is, we cannot keep backing the same old bowlers, uh, probably like a Shami or a Bhuvi to bowl those over, because if Bumrah is not fit, I think we definitely then to Arshdeep is 100% going, because there's no other bowler who can bowl at depth. But what do you make out of Arshdeep in the international scene? We have all seen his IPL career, but what do you have made
I
so
think
far?
Arshdeep has a very calm head on his shoulders. So what we have seen so far from him in be it IPL or against England or even against West Indies where he played, that he didn't lose his calm even once. He was like whenever even if he got hit for runs, he was trying to ensure that he bowls those line and lengths. That has been really good. So when I got the news of Bumrah not being like in the squad for Asia Cup, I was not tensed at all. I was not worried at all because we have a very worthy replacement in Arshdeep who is going to give you those 2 hours at the back end. And Bhuneshwar Kumar has been really good this year. I think he has won two Man of the Series awards so far in T20s, and that's incredible for a bowler to win two Man of the Series awards. So I think our pace department is very sorted with Bhuneshwar. Arshdeep, and if one of Bumrah or Harshal Patel kind of comes back for World Cup, then we have a very good pace squad.
I agree. I think the left arm factor also adds a lot because it's been a while since a good left arm has come out of India's pace attack. I think. So I think that's very good. I think obviously happy for him because if Harshal and Bumrah were fit, I don't know if Arshdeep would be in the 11, right? But one more thing that comes with Arshdeep is he can't hold the bat. So now we have Arshdeep, Bhuvi also. Bhuvi can't hit anymore. We have Arshdeep, Chahal, and Bhuvi who is a bottom three who
Is
can't
Ashwin?
hold the bat.
Ashwin is there. If you play Ashwin, he can like.
Yeah,
go-
Yeah, I mean
Ashwin.
Ashwin is there, but still, yeah.
But
Ashwin
yeah,
is not
so
power hitter now in T20 as he
but
has.
but really excited to see our full strength team back after a long time.
I won't really call
Probably
it and because you don't have Bumrah and Harshal Patel, right?
Yeah.
no, but
Not really.
it's
But the
fine.
batting.
Like I think majority of the full strength team.
I don't know if you can call a squad full strength if Virat Kohli is playing in it. Sorry. He has
Let's
just not played in T20Is or T20s for last 10 years.
let's just hope that whatever happens, we don't
Can you
lose
call
against.
Virat Kohli like one of your top 5 batsmen in T20Is right now?
Not
Never.
right now, obviously not. You can't
Okay.
call him in any format, right? Right now, obviously not. But overall, maybe.
Yeah, overall, obviously, I think in every format he'll
Yeah,
be there.
yeah.
But let's see. So I think the match is on 28th. 4 more days to go for India versus Pakistan. The match that the world awaits. So yeah. So what are your predictions? Like, do you think that Rohit Sharma will lift his first major
One
trophy as a
reason why
full-time
Asia
captain?
Cup happens. Okay, Asia Cup is a very stupid tournament, is what I think. There are like very few quality squads remaining now. Back in 2000s,
No,
you
but
had
now India
Sri
is
Lanka
good,
squad.
Pakistan is good, Sri Lanka is good, Afghanistan is
Sri
good.
Lanka is not good. What are you saying? Sri Lanka is
No,
not good.
Sri Lanka's bowling is good. Their batting
Man,
is.
Sri Lanka just played brilliant in the T20 World Cup, better than what India played. What are you even saying that they don't have a good squad?
They
I
beat
won't really say
Australia also, I think.
for India. I won't really say that.
Sri Lanka is actually a very exciting squad. Like people are not rating them, but they actually
Even
played
Afghanistan,
well.
I think Afghanistan's bowling is a decent
No,
attack.
but I think when India versus Sri Lanka just happened recently, I think was it in India? I don't remember, but
3-0. India won 3-0.
India won, but Sri Lanka did play well, is what I'm
No, I
telling.
no, they didn't. They didn't. I think it was kind of one-sided series that we had against Sri Lanka.
It was
My
not.
only reason I think why Asia Cup is organized so that we can see India versus Pakistan matches. I think
We have 3 matches this time. They increase the format also so that more India-Pakistan matches happen.
3.
अरे पहले
Yeah.
एक ग्रुप स्टेज में होगा फिर एक सुपर 4 में सुपर 8
अगर
में होगा
अपन लोग क्वालिफाई किए तो ना.
अरे
And-
qualify
but whatever it is, like still exciting times because it's Asia Cup and then few more months and then we have the big T20 World Cup. So yeah, so just your early prediction. Do you think that Rohit Sharma will lift the trophy?
because there's no Shaheen Shah Afridi, yes.
What do you think? Do you think someone can challenge India currently?
I don't see probably Pakistan will defeat us once, I think, out of 2 matches, but then we'll hold our nerves to win the final if we reach there. So I don't see any other team winning
Yeah.
Asia Cup in India.
Yep,
I think more than that,
let's-
we just want to see how the players perform. I think everyone more than the trophy, people just want like people to come
just
back
the
to the
last
fight.
question, like will India play this tournament as a practice before the World Cup? Like will they try few new things or will they play their full potential game and try to win? So
I think now I think it's time to stop experimenting and just stick.
One thing I
Yeah.
think where I see there could be slight experimentation would be role of Ashwin. How we want to utilize Ashwin, because that's one bowling position which is not yet finalized whether we want to take Ashwin or Bishnoi to the World Cup, right? So there could be like some matches where we play either Ashwin or some matches that we could see Bishnoi coming up with his leg spin. So that could be one experimentation that I see happening in the
so
Asia
it's
Cup.
more like the process which we will do till the World Cup rather than getting the results is what I feel like.
And the
Results
process
will
is going to change 1 month before the World Cup, right? Like whatever
Yeah.
philosophy team is following right after IPL, that is going to follow. So process won't change. There might be some changes with the personals that we have. That's all.
so
I
let's
think
see
the only
what
reason they chose Ashwin was also because I think Australia are known to have big grounds, right? and like Ashwin in general is it's hard to hit just because he's an economical bowler. So I think just in case he needs to play that role in some game, he could, right?
Ashwin, and also the thing is we don't have any off spinner like, but and also the better thing with Hooda is he can really bowl well. Like he can give you a few overs if your main bowlers are not having a good day, and he can bowl off spin as well. So I think that is another advantage of having someone like a Hooda instead of you know who. So but let's see. I won't mention the name too much of agenda speeding. But yeah, I think that was pretty much it. Really looking forward to the Asia Cup and big match on 28th August. Hopefully, everyone will be watching, and hopefully, India beats them because no matter which competition, which tournament, like beating Pakistan is always greater than any other thing. So
Any
yeah,
prediction of who's going to be the highest scorer from India in this tournament?
Sky for me or
I
Sky.
Rohit.
have to say one name, man.
Virat
Good.
Kohli.
And I've been saying it in every podcast till now for highest run scorer. कभी तो सही होगा.
Let's
Yeah.
see the odds are, and also you can bet your G Ethereums. But that is all a joke. Yeah, so that was pretty much it from our latest episode. It was after a long time, and we had a great fun. And with the Asia Cup coming up, we will see you guys more frequently now. And yeah, that was pretty much it. If you have not liked, subscribe, so do that. And see you guys in the next episode. Till then, take care. Goodbye. Shara. Good night.